What is up, guys and gals? Welcome back to Mordheim, where we're going to dig through more grime. I think I figured out what I was screwing up. I think I've got it covered. So anyways, in the previous episode, there had been some confusion because I hadn't done a good job of... The game gave me tools to do this. I just didn't do it. So anyways, there are tools to do the thing that we were trying to do, like marking all the places that we've been, but I think I figured out where we're supposed to go. I think I've got it locked in. And so if my memory serves me properly, we got to go back. And we got to get to blue, and I think the quickest way to get to blue is to go around this way. This is a completely different play session, by the way. So if I don't remember what color takes me where, you'll have to forgive me. But blue is up here, if I remember right. I had to watch my video back through, and I had to figure out, like, where in the hell... I want to go back to blue, actually. We don't need to be here right now. We need to be in blue. I'm a little bit worried about Luther Wolfenbaum. The one that we missed is this one over here in the corner. There's an orange one in the corner that I think we did not go to. I'll probably send Dougie through first since he seems to be a safe decision. And right now, I'm all about safe decisions. I just don't want to get wrapped up fighting shit that I can't handle. It's upsetting and it makes me want to cry. This does not look like the place I want to be, so we're just going to leave him where he's at. We've got Anusheim over here. He's going to come this way. And so he's going to chill right there. I think it's that corner one right there. I'm pretty sure it's the corner one that we have not been to. What's inside of here? Just a bunch of shitty loot that I don't care about? Indeed, shitty loot! Alright, well, shitty loot having been thumbed through, let's go back to blue, I guess. I'll probably actually send Tammy in, too. Throw in some of the grunts and just kind of let them do the work. Meinhof would be a good call, too. Here, you go back to blue. And where is... See, everybody's gathering up around this portal. I probably won't send anybody that isn't absolutely expendable. I think this is the one that we haven't been to. It's because the orange looked kind of like red to me, and so I got confused. Yeah, this is where we haven't been. Sorry. I got really, really bogged down in the last episode. Like, it took me a while to figure this out that I had done this wrong. So, she's probably going to rush over here. I don't think he can actually get at her. Oh, never mind. It looks like she just took a breath of suffering. I didn't even know that could happen. This spot is a little precarious. I don't know how I feel about it, but Dougie should be able to handle a demonette, I think. Maybe not. She hits kind of hard. It's gonna depend how much she hits him. She's kind of nasty. I don't know. We'll see. I think he should be able to out DPS her. But it's one of those assertions that I'm a little on the edge about. Like, I'm not totally sure about it. So I would be careful about asserting it too violently. We've got... I need you to chill right here. I can't have you involved in anything. So now she's going to go. She's going to get him with ripping claws, which appears to do some volume of damage. And then she's going to go into dodge stance, which is actually kind of bad. That's not a good thing. That's a bad thing. Let's see if we can get into... we might lose Dougie right here, which would be really, really unfortunate. It would be a disappointment to me. A great disappointment to me if Dougie goes down. However, if I can get other people into combat, she's doing enough damage to where I worry about putting Luther in. But you know what? We need somebody else on this battle. We need to use superior numbers here. If we lose Luther, we lose the game, though. So that's the really, really... How is the destination point obstructed? See, they really need to work on that right there. Like, it's ridiculous that characters can block jump zones and stuff like that and just make them unusable. So this is going to be a slugfest over here between Dougie and the demonette. I wasn't planning on him getting ambushed right there. I probably should have backed him off. Poor choice on my part. It's okay. We'll get all the range guys in here. He's only got a... Ew, why did it take me... Oh, man. He's way further out than I need him to be. This entire map is a mess. This entire map is a nightmare. Let's move over to here, and let's get to a spot where we can actually, like, do something. I want you to have 2 points, though, because we got to add into this. It's okay if you miss for right now, but I need to get a firing line back in here to help with Dougie, because I think he's going to start bleeding real soon. There's no point bringing the melees in while Dougie's blocking the spot, so I'm just going to kind of leave these guys right around the portal and ready to invade real fast. Nah, I didn't want to do a delay, but that's cool. Whatever. I was a little worried about that. Her dodge rating is going to be really good, but he should be able to overwhelm it, I think. and he should not go down right here. As long as he can land a couple of hits a turn, I think he'll be alright. I don't know, actually. He might go down on the next turn. That would be bad. Let me go ahead and I'm going to put somebody over here in ambush stance just in case. I know for a fact that she's immune to parry, so you can't parry her. When we go into combat with her, we got to fight her the old-fashioned way. Cross your fingers for Dougie.
A new round has started.
Man, that ripping claws. Santa Claus's lesser-known cousin. They kind of uggoed her up a little bit. The demonettes are supposed to be, like, really, really attractive. There we go. Like, they're supposed to have all the claws and everything, but they're also supposed to be, like, seductive. That's how chaos gets you, is it seduces you. And if we can save Dougie from this girl, we should be alright. I've still got options left. Can he switch weapons? What does he have? He's got a crossbow? Oh, dude, we're in. There's, like, no way to screw this up aside from shooting Dougie in the back of the leg like that. Wolfenbaum. What you doing, man? Wolfenbaum. That bomb-ass Wolfen. Oh, we got her. Cool. Now Dougie's just kind of in the way on his own. I'm not going to dogpile anybody else into the room. I don't really see the point in kind of overwhelming the area. Some of these little agility guys, though... Oh, well, never mind. I was going to say, some of these little agility guys might be able to contribute in some semblance of a way, but for the most part, we're just waiting for this to be over now. The final book should be over here, I think. Dougie can't loot anything, so Dougie, I need you to just kind of fall back, son. Fall back, Dougie. Gotta get you out of the way. There shouldn't be any more demons. I think that was the last one. I also think that he should basically have a perfectly fine inventory. Old dusty tomes, yes please. Loot the hell out of those. And then the final ward that we need should be in here, I think. I don't want that fragment. I want the other two, and then I'll send him back. We'll get Wolfenbaum on the other ones. And then we got to figure out where the final... Probably a good idea to figure out where the final ward is that we haven't cracked open yet. I think it's... Maybe I'll send some of the scouts out to find it. That seems like a good idea. In fact, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Nope, not that wordstone. That one. Perfect. That's the one that I wanted. There's shards over there. There's clusters all over the place. I'm trying to make this as profitable as possible. We're spending a bunch of time here, and anytime I spend a bunch of time in an engagement, I'd kind of prefer to come out the other side smelling like daisies. I'm not going to move him over there. He's going to block it. We'll just leave him right here. Put him in parry just in case some other weird shit happens and things respawn on us. I could send him around to see where the other one's at. I think it's this one right here. I think it's in orange. Orange is the only one that I can think of. See, both of those oranges look the same to me. That's why it threw me off. The orange on the floor, I didn't think there'd be two oranges. I'm assuming maybe it's a problem with my monitor and its coloration, because... Oh, this guy's full up? Oh, I must have just brought him in for combat then. He's just got dusty tomes and... He's got a mental grimoire, only usable out of combat. Only one grimoire can be used per warrior. So, do I have to use that now? Like, what happens if I leave combat here and I don't use that? Because I don't want him to use that. That's a mental grimoire. I want to use the mental grimoire on my wizard, who's not here. I don't feel good about this right now. I feel very iffy about this course of action. I don't like this at all. I feel like I'm about to get screwed out of a book, is what I feel like. I threw them all in the cart already, too. Otherwise, I'd figure, maybe I should take the guy with the claymore back and use the physical tome on him, just in case. We've got Ironclaw's atrocities right there.
Objective complete.
So that's one of the objectives that we had to get knocked out. And then we got to find the last ward, which I think is going to be inside the crate right there. Wolfenbaum should be able to do this all by his lonesome with his ridiculous move allocation. Alright, there's our ward wand. Not to be confused with the weird wand, because nobody wants the weird wand. The weird wand, I don't know. It's just always making everything awkward. Like, it busts up in there, and it always says something like some taboo subject that you're not supposed to talk about at a dinner party. The weird wand is on that. It is able to accomplish that thing. No problemo. I need to figure out a way to get him back to orange efficiently now. I mean, he's going to go through there, then go to there, and I guess that's the best way to do it. That's what I'm thinking anyways. Maybe send like one of these cats up here just to pick up like weirdstone, or to pick up warpstone or whatever off the ground, but there's actually not that much left in here. I don't think he got... Did he get critted at all? I don't think he got critted at all. I'm hoping he didn't get critted at all. That would suck. Alright, so this guy, we need him to go back and handle his business in blue. And then once he's back in blue, we're going to take him back to red. You, sir, go back to the cart. Wait, why are you in here? Oh, man, I thought you were close to the cart, bruh. Thought you were close to the cart, bruh. Oh, killing me. Alright, go back to the carts. I'm not going to loot the final ward until I know for a fact that everybody has used the thing that I wanted them to use.
A new round.
It's unfortunate that the wizard is not able to benefit from some of this. I really hope I don't lose that tome. Yikes. I don't like the way this feels at all. I don't like the way that it fits. I don't like the way that it smells. I don't like the way that it looks. You got anything in your inventory right now? Gold coins. That's like inconsequential. Who cares? Was there anything over here still left over? There was one dusty tome. Do you get a bonus for getting all the dusty tomes? I would hope you would. That'd be kind of cool. Destination point is blocked. Why? What's down there? I don't see anything, but we'll jump in a minute. Felt like hopping around anyways. I was in the mood for it. The mood for hopping struck me. Sometimes I'm in the mood for chopping. Sometimes in the mood for hopping. Is what it is. Sometimes that's the way life goes. You end up in a situation where you're in the mood for something. You got to get it. So when does that wear off? Next turn, I hope. Otherwise, our dear friend might not make it. I guess I could use the physical tome on our leader. Strikes me as a little bit of a waste, but... I mean, honestly, the teleport system is not that convoluted. You just got to get, like, a feel for it. And then once you got a feel for it, it's not that bad. Like, they're linked up correspondingly, like, right next to each other, but... So, what was in here? We got a grimoire. We got a bunch of old dusty tomes. So, there's no physical tome in here, though. So, who has the physical tome? Somebody got a physical tome in here. I know somebody's got it. What about you? What have you got? The physical grimoire. It figures. It's on him. Okay, so... the best way to maybe accomplish this... I'm going to jump down real fast. That puts me right there, which is maybe closer to where I want to go. I'm going to put this inside. Yeah, that got me really, really close. I'm going to put this inside the cart. And then I'll have somebody else loot it that can actually use it. Meanwhile, with the mental grimoire, I don't want to use that at all. I want to save that for my wizard so that he'll have like 3 more intelligence points. Because he's the only person that's getting any real use out of it. Everybody else is just getting minor resists, and while those are nice to have, I would much rather have the wizard take 3 intelligence and get way, way better at casting and make him a bit more attractive as a character than anything else. Maybe it'll go inside my inventory and then I can equip it on somebody and then take them into combat next time and use it that way. This is one of those times that I wish there was really kind of like a save scummy system in place so that I could like test it. I'm going to use the Martial Tome right now. But I'm going to use, yeah, let's put it inside of here so that we can swap the inventories out. Oh, we're out of space. Huh. We actually used up every single space in our chest. Cool. Never done that before. And now this guy needs to go back to orange and grab that last grimoire. He's going to have everybody... Actually, I needed you to grab that last tome, right? Yeah. Nope, you're full of... Oh, he's got a martial grimoire? Everybody has things that I don't want them to have right now. You're jumping down, man. You're jumping down hard. I need you to go turn in that martial grimoire. So that we can turn it. We're basically going to stand around. I'm paranoid about this, so we're going to stand around and I'm not going to test it. Dougie's good. Falkenberg. If my last name was Falkenberg, I would announce my presence to every location like that. Falkenberg! Like, everywhere that I went. It would just be noisy. I'd, like, bust up into the Rayleighs and just be like, Falkenberg needs chicken fingers. Where are the chicken fingers? Aisle 7? Okay, cool. Thank you. I appreciate it. Physical grimoire will go on him. And so with the physical grimoire, let me... Can I use it from my inventory right here? Can't use it from right there. So maybe you can only use it outside.
A new round has
Because it doesn't look like I can use it from my inventory anyways. Like it should be on the list of options right here when I cycle through. See at the bottom of the screen. If you could actually use the books like that, it should be part of those options. And so since it's not, I think I'm just going to finish the quest. We're going to bang this one out real fast and just hope that it works out. And that right there. And then this gentleman, we got to have him take the word key. Once he takes the word key over here, I think that's the last one that we haven't cycled through. Hopefully shit doesn't get drastic right now. If hella stuff attacks us, this is going to suck. The final ward has been broken.
Objective completed. Objective completed.
So there it is. We done. We done, G. That was a stressful mission for me. That was a lot. We lost one guy. Everything else went okay, though. I think we made profit on this one.
Curator is gone, but I fear this place will forever be fouled by the demonic things he conjured to protect his hopes. Even now I can feel unseen things watching me.
Task
Scratching
completed.
at the invisible wall that keeps them from this mortal world. I do not want to be here when they slip through that fence. In the face of such malignant forces, simple warriors like us are powerless. All we can do is leave while we can, and trust that the demons can't stray too far from this blighted place. Our good fortune in recovering Ironclaw's atrocities will please the Baron. He will be able to press home his claims against Duke Schneiderite and recover the fiefdoms that rightfully belong to his family. If he is able to secure his claims, I am certain that the Baron will not neglect those who made his success possible. It might be too much to expect to be appointed beadle of a thief, but for warriors like ourselves, a sack of gold or a new suit of armor would be more to our liking anyway. Administering peasants sounds much too peaceful to a man who crossed swords with a vampire and lived to tell the tale. I will send Ironclaw's atrocities along with the next shipment of Wordstone to Beckhaven. Once the book is in the Baron's hands, we'll better know how useful it really is to him. Then we'll have a better idea of what kind of favor we can expect from him. In the meantime, continue gathering Wordstone. At least we know how valuable those are.
Being appointed to a beadle, it's not that big of an appointment. It's kind of like being an alderman or anything like that. It's not like a huge appointment. A beadle is kind of an old word for if you've ever seen, if you wanted to see a beadle in action, if you've ever seen Sweeney Todd, or if you've ever heard it, they talk about the beadle Bamford or whatever his name is. A beadle, I think he's like a servant to a judge. Like he's a guy that hangs out in a courtroom. He's almost like a bailiff, but more important, he carries like a ceremonial staff, like with like a mallet on top of it or something like that. It means that you're moving on up if you're the beetle. It means you're in the presence now of powerful people like judges, guys like that who have political sway. So becoming a beetle is usually a good way to launch your political career. It's like being an alderman. It's not super important, but it's still kind of important. So I don't know how those books work. My best hope here is that... Hey, Dieter, look at you, man. Moving on up in the world. Level 4 already. Alright, looking good right there. He has amnesia. He loses 5 XP. Okay, so it basically negged out the stuff that he already had. That's fine.
Remarkable.
Dougie moving on up. Most enemies put out of action. Dougie is just an indispensable tool of destruction. He's nice to have around. I'm going to assume that those are cool to use. We got a Staff of Warding, which is really badass too. That's a really, really huge upgrade that might make it worth it to bring the wizard along again. Might make it... We got to drop somebody though. That's the downside, is that somebody got to go so that we can add them. Got the clusters, got the shards. Not hugely profitable. How long is the amnesia? Oh, the amnesia's fine. The amnesia's instantly ready to go. Fantastic. That's perfect. So I just didn't want him to be out of combat for 3 or 4 days. That's all that I was leaning towards. Smuggler's Den, we got a couple of days left. Inside of the shop, what do we have going on over here? So we've got a lot of cool items. A lot of cool items in here. Shield of Health. Oh, I was hoping it would flat out. Okay, that's a little disappointing. I was hoping it would flat out raise somebody's HP. We got some things. Let's run through our characters real fast because obviously I can't break off the episode yet. We're not far enough in. For you, sir, accuracy sounds good. Actually, the Marshall book might be wasted on him. You might want to use it on somebody who doesn't get quite so many points as a leader or hero does. As far as intelligence goes, I'm going to start working on his intelligence to give him a little bit more stun resistance. That's the next thing I want to work on. I don't want him to get stunned. For this character, he's capped out agility. He's done. Agility is as high as it can go. So if we can throw a weapon on him in the backfield, I think it'll work out. The sword did not work for him in the way that I wanted it to. And so I'm thinking that maybe we start leaning towards... His dodge is terrible, so we got to get him something that allows him to parry. Getting him chewed through. I thought swords always granted a parry check, and so I thought that carried over with two-handed swords too. That was a mistake that I made that was unfortunate, but whatever. I would have known if I had read on the weapon. I just assumed all swords gave you a parry check because they come with the hilt or whatever. You can parry with a two-handed sword. See people do it on the internet all the time. Keep working on leadership right there so that they don't morale out of fights. For you, sir, either strength or toughness would be fine. I mean, either or would be good. I'll probably max out strength first, though. For you, we'll probably go with intelligence. I want him to have knowledge Mordheim so he can move a little bit further. Keep working his ballistic skill, too, moving him on up. Luther Haas, that's not one of our mainline guys, so he's out. For Dougie, leadership as always to keep our morale chugging on. Although I think he's immune to fear effects, right? So if he's got all alone fear and terror, it shouldn't matter. So leadership seems like a waste on him. Maybe going for some kind of stun resist would be better. Have the universe's most intelligent ogre. Keep bumping that up too. If I can get him to the point where he can do 100 damage on swing, that'd be the shit. And that's everybody taken care of. We don't have a lot of cash right now, but we do have a lot of warpstone on hand, so I could send in the thing with the smuggler's den. It wouldn't be too big of a deal. We got some new. I guess we got some new hired swords. What missions do we have for the day? We've got a Wordstone Rush, which actually I'll probably take that one right there. Got a Wordstone Rush, and a Horrors of Mordheim, which I definitely won't take. We got a Brutal Good right there, which actually could work out pretty solidly for us if we could parlay it into a good mission. The bonuses right there would make it worth it to attempt a Brutal, and if we get beaten, we're in such good shape right now to where we could actually take a beating and come back and recover from it. Either way, we're out of time for the day. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here for the next episode of Mordheim. This series will probably be falling away as the Banner Saga releases. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with it. I don't want to run too much strategy on the channel. I try to keep it diversified so there's a little bit of something for everybody. But I'll see y'all later. Hi, do.